Mindset training was easy when life was easy, wasn't it? Now is when leaders are made. I am telling you right now that if you don't continue to learn and grow, and if you don't use your training right now, you will be left in the dust when this challenge passes, which, by the way, it will pass. That's what we're going to talk about today. Welcome to the Path to Mindset Mastery. My name is Brad Bizjack. I'm a mindset strategist and coach, international inspirational speaker, and creator of Appreciation Academy. And I help online business owners silence all the self-doubt and limiting beliefs that hold them back from their true potential. And that's what we're here for today. And I have something that you need to know, and it's you have been trained for chaos. You have been trained for chaos. How you think when you are down determines how long it'll be until you get back up. I want you to think of during the times when it was easy. For the last 12 years, it's been easy. It's been easy. We haven't had a significant challenge in our life. Now we do. We have a significant challenge here. And I want you to think about all the work you did over those 12 years. How did you grow? What did you study? What courses did you take? What seminars did you attend? What coaching did you get? And I want you to think about all of that learning. When shit hit the fan, what did you do with it? When shit hit the fan, did you apply what you learned or did you throw it away? Did you forget about everything? Were you one of the people that said, you know what, I'm going to apply this when it's convenient and easy, but when things get hard, I'm going to throw it out? What did you do? And however you answer that question, that's okay. Whether you did apply positive things and you did apply what you learned throughout the years, or if you didn't, either way, that is okay. It is okay. What we need to do is shift focus and make sure that we are on the right track. And that comes down to two different things. The first thing is remembering your training, young Jedi. And the second thing is double down on your training, young Jedi. Let's start with the first one. Remember your training. Remember all those books you read? Failing Forward, How to View Hardship, Awaken the Giant Within, How to Weather the Storm, Think and Grow Rich. All these amazing books. You've read so many of them. Think of all the courses that you've taken. Appreciation Academy, if you're in that program. B-School, whatever it is, whatever you have taken to move your life forward. Imagine the seminars that you've attended. Is it your company's annual convention? Is it a Tony Robbins event or a Brennan Burchard event? What events did you go to? I want you to think back. When you were at those events, what did you learn? What did you learn? When you were on fire, what did you learn? What you learned was how to navigate chaos. You learned the mindset strategies to get you through hardship. But you were applying them to a time when we weren't really facing hardship. Now we are. We're facing true hardship. Are you applying those skills? I want you to think back to what were some of the biggest aha moments you've had over the last decade? What were some of the biggest aha moments? Is it that failure is a good thing? Is it that your past doesn't define you? Is it that everything painful in your life happens for a reason and there's a gift in it? What have you learned? Take a second and pause me and write down the 5 or 10 biggest lessons that you have learned over the last decade to move your life forward, to be a happier person, to be a more positive person, more successful person. What have you learned that really made a difference? And then ask yourself, are you applying those same skills right now? And if the answer to that question is no, that's okay. But we need to remember that. We need to remember you've been trained for this. You've been trained for this. You already have everything it takes to make it through this difficult time. You already have everything it takes. You can navigate a pandemic. You can handle any challenge in your team, in your business, in your bank account, everything. You already have what it takes. But when things get fearful and things get scary, what's the very first thing we do? We remove all the training that we had before. It's almost like it doesn't exist. And we stop doing the very thing that would help us the most. We stop investing in ourselves. We stop growing. We think the situation determines our life, and it doesn't. It is never a lack of resources that determines your life's future. It's a lack of resourcefulness. That's it. That's all it is. So we need to get back on track. Remember those morning routines that made you feel so good? Do you need to pivot your morning routine? Of course you do. Of course you do. Your kids are at home. Life's crazy right now. You got to pivot your routine, but we got to get back into things that make us feel good. We need to become aware of what all those lessons we learned when things are good and actually apply them when things aren't as good as they were. But by the way, they're still good. They still can be good if you apply those lessons. People have been asking me, dude, how are you getting through this time so happy? How is your business growing during this time? And it's really, really, really simple. I apply the stuff that I've been trained for. You have been trained for chaos. You've been trained for this. You just need to use the tools that you've already learned. And that leads me to number 2. Number 2 is really, really simple. This is the time to double down on your growth. This is the time. Have you ever noticed that when life gets hard, it's very, very, very easy to throw away the very thing that will help us the most because we're living in fear. When we live in fear, we fear money is going to disappear. We fear that we're not going to be okay, that we're not going to be able to eat. We have these survival-based feelings in our mind when we feel fear. And we push away all the things that will help us, and we adopt a survival mindset. And that mindset, while it might serve you in an actual survival-based situation, will not serve you during this time. Think about what's actually going to help you get through this time. It's a new perspective. It's a new way of thinking. It's a more elevated, empowering way of thinking. If you double down on your personal growth right now, instead of half it, you double it. That's what most people are doing. Most people right now are halving their personal growth. They'll do 5 pages, they'll do 5 minutes, and they're used to doing 10. I'm just making numbers up. They'll cut it in half, or they'll stop it altogether. They'll stop it altogether because they're afraid. That's what most people are doing. But when most people push away the thing that can help them the most, if you double the thing that can help you the most, you will succeed. And you will be so far ahead when the dust settles. And by the way, the dust will settle. This situation that we are going through as a world is normal. It's normal, yes. Very severe, very chaotic, very crazy. But what I mean by normal is we have navigated chaos before. We have dealt with extreme uncertainty before. We've made it through those situations, and every single time there has been a situation like that, we've made it through even though we had no idea how to handle it at the time, and it was complete uncertainty and panic and fear. We've always made it through. So this type of thing is normal. There's just going to be a very big separation in terms of who wins and who loses right now. And if you want to be one of the few that wins during this time, don't do what most people do. Most people forget all their training. They refuse to apply the lessons. They go into a selfish mindset thinking, this is so hard for me. It's so hard for everyone. It's hard for everyone. And you need to make sure and adopt that mindset to realize that you have it just like everyone else. Why is it that some people win and some people don't? It's their mindset, it's their way of thinking. So instead of having the personal growth, and what I mean by having is not H-A-V, H-A-L-F. What I mean by is instead of cutting in half your personal growth, you double your personal growth. I have reached out to my coaches. I've doubled the amount of sessions I have with them. I've invested in more courses. I've invested in more copywriting, more skills, more things to move my business forward now than ever before. And the reason for that is because I know that if I'm one of the very few that do that right now and pave my own path, I'm going to be growing when other people are dominated by fear. And that's not to say that I'm better. That's to say it was just a different choice. You have a choice during this time. Are you going to throw out the thing that helped you the most over the last 10 years? Or are you going to double down on the thing that helped you the most over the last 10 years? This is your time. This is where leaders are born. Chaos is when the best opportunities of all time show up for people. It is up to you if you're going to take advantage of it. So you have a choice, my friend. Are you going to A, apply all the lessons that you've learned over the last year, 10 years, and continue doubling down on your growth? Or B, are you going to throw it all out the window like everyone else, live in fear, and think that it's not possible to grow right now? It's just harder for you, and choose the victim mindset. Choose the victor mindset. Come on top of this. Use the skills that you already have and learn new skills. That's what will get you ahead. That's what will move your life forward. And that's why right now, one of the things that I'm doing for people, if you feel That right now, yeah, I need to master this. I need to move forward in my life. I completely agree. And while I know it's scary, I know that I need to double down on my growth right now. I know I need to master this stuff. That is why I am offering 75% off of my program, Appreciation Academy, for the month of April. 75% off what I normally charge for this program for you today. And the reason for that is because I want to help you double down on your growth. I want to help you move your life forward. I want to help you master your emotions, win in business, win in marriage, win in money, win in all of those areas. It is a game changer, my friend. With the hundreds of testimonials that we've seen come from this program, it will change your life as well. So if you'd like to claim that 75% off discount on Appreciation Academy to double down on your growth, if you've been following the podcast for a while, then you feel, you know what? This is what I need to move my life forward. I need more of this in my life. Head to bradbizjack.com/AA75. Again, that's bradbizjack.com/AA75 for the month of April. You will have 75% off, the opportunity for 75% off of my flagship program, Appreciation Academy, which teaches emotional mastery. Head to bradbizjack.com/AA75. Claim that offer today. But either way, I hope you got a lot out of this episode. I hope you learned a thing or two about what you need to do to master this time in your life, to move your life forward, to not half your personal growth, but to double your personal growth, to not forget everything you've learned, but to call on what you've learned. You have been trained for chaos. You know how to get through this. You just need to use the tools that you already have and double down on the things that will make you move your life forward. If you found a lot of value in this episode, make sure to share this episode with other people. Make sure to copy a picture of this, put it in your Instagram stories, get this in the hands of more people so we can change more people's lives and help them navigate chaos better than ever before, because you have been trained for chaos. And how you think when you're down determines how long it's going to be until you get back up. If you do that, if you choose to win right now, you are going to come out of this so far ahead of everyone else that gave up when things got hard. Thank you so much for tuning into the Path to Mindset Mastery today. My name is Brad Bizjack. Go out there today and every day and live your life with a genuine smile on your face. If you're one of the few that doubles down on their growth right now, you get to feel that way on a regular basis. I'll see you next week.